It was a remarkable experience, sitting in my room in Chicago, listening to these stories unfold on tape. Day after day, I was dumbfounded at the honesty, humor, and courage of the kids and their families. Leigh-Allen and Lloyd were insightful, intensely curious, meticulous observers, a poignant mixture of little boys and adolescents, wise far beyond their years. Every few days, the kids would get on a bus and ride just to get a break from the ghetto, Leigh-Allen told me. They'd talk non-stop. They'd been doing it for years. Leigh-Allen and Lloyd had discovered their own strategy for coping with the devastation all around them and staving off the boredom and depression. Mop it all up and discuss it endlessly. Break it down, look at it from all angles, quiz each other for details, collect information, laugh about it sometimes. Don't let anything slip by unnoticed. So maybe it's not so surprising that they took to the task of creating a snapshot of their lives with such confidence and ease. I'd give them interview questions and they'd come up with their own, invariably more interesting than the ones I'd suggested. The kids would make notes on their tape recorders as to how the piece should sound, what music should be used where, which scenes they liked and which they didn't. Early on, Leigh-Allen switched on his tape recorder and said that he'd come up with a name for the documentary, Ghetto Life 101. So it was. The kids recorded the documentary in early March 1993. I cut the documentary in New York, playing sections of it for Leigh-Allen and Lloyd over the phone. I drafted a script, basing it largely on diary entries Leigh-Allen had made on his tape recorder before going to sleep. We revised it together. The boys recorded their narration in Chicago, and I mixed the piece in New York. Ghetto Life 101 premiered on WBEZ in Chicago in May of 1993 and was broadcast nationally on NPR's All Things Considered in early June. The documentary generated a small avalanche of listener and press accolades, as well as some controversy, most of which revolved around issues of a white producer working with African American kids. It won more than a dozen national and international awards, including the Prix Italia, Europe's oldest and most prestigious broadcasting honor. That was the kids' favorite, probably because of the $10,000 prize we split 3 ways, as we did with all the money generated by the production.